Welcome to the Morning Download Podcast, your go-to resource for personal finance, economics, and market insights. In just 8 minutes a day, we provide valuable information to help you make better money decisions. Don't forget to sign up for our free newsletter at https://www.morningdownload.bu. Subscribe. Let's dive right in. In today's episode, we'll cover topics such as investors' resilience despite market shocks, Venezuela's cheapest petrol, investment opportunities for 2024, challenges for big stocks, stock money-making tips, caution for investors regarding supply shortages in the oil market, opportunities in gold, shipping, mergers, IPOs, and emerging brands, positive signs in the economy, U.S. stocks falling as Federal Reserve Chair hints at waiting for more data before cutting interest rates, problems faced by Tesla, McDonald's, and Boeing, ways to make money with stocks, including getting a loan against shares or lending stocks, and Warren Buffett's perspective on the stock market shifting money from the impatient to the patient.
Now here's a fun fact for you. Did you know that Venezuela holds the title for the world's cheapest country to buy petrol? Yeah, it's true. In this fascinating nation, you can fill up your tank for just 3 cents per liter. It's all thanks to their enormous oil reserves. Pretty mind-blowing, right? There are plenty of risks and opportunities on the horizon in the economy and news landscape in 2024. Investors need to stay vigilant and keep their eyes peeled for the possibilities that lie ahead. One significant development to watch out for is the potential supply shortage in the oil market by the end of 2025, as warned by Occidental's CEO. Despite the ongoing conflicts, oil prices have not risen as expected this year. However, some experts see this as an opportunity, predicting that oil is bound to cross the $100 mark again soon. Gold is another asset to keep an eye on. It is speculated that it could reach $2,200 this year, slightly lower than its peak of $2,150 in December 2023. The movement of interest rates will play a vital role in determining gold's appeal as an investment compared to alternatives like bonds. The recent Red Sea crisis is expected to lead to higher shipping costs, potentially adding 5 percentage points to import costs for OECD member countries, according to the OECD's warning. In terms of big opportunities, several significant mergers are on the horizon. Thoma Bravo is acquiring Everbridge for $5 billion. Novartis AG is negotiating to acquire Mofosys AG. Yandex NV is selling Russia's Google for $21 billion. And Novo Nordisk's parent company is purchasing drug manufacturer Catalent for $5 billion. Keep an eye out for upcoming IPOs as well. Some notable names expected to go public soon include Shine, Skims, Plaid, Discord, Chime, and Turo. On the global front, there are some notable updates. Turkey's inflation has experienced its most significant monthly increase since August, nearing 65% year-on-year. Paytm, once India's hottest startup, has fallen 80% since its debut. Emerging brands in China and South Korea are gaining market share, compelling established brands to reinvent themselves. Fortunately, there is some good news. Faith in the economy has been growing, and the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD, has raised its global growth forecast for the year. It seems like there are quite a few issues brewing. U.S. stocks took a hit recently when Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell made it clear that a cut in interest rates is not on the immediate horizon. Powell wants to wait a bit longer and gather more data before making any decisions. As a result, the chances of a rate cut in March have dropped to 17%, down from 46% just a week ago. However, there seems to be a more optimistic outlook for a rate cut in June, with financial markets predicting a 93% probability. But it's not just interest rates causing trouble. Big names like Tesla, McDonald's, and Boeing are experiencing their fair share of problems too. Tesla's stock fell after reports suggested some unusual financial connections between CEO Elon Musk and the car maker's board members. This has raised concerns about the lack of oversight over one of the world's most powerful CEOs. As a result, Tesla's stock is down by a whopping 0.03% since the beginning of the year. Boeing is also facing issues in its production of 737 MAX jets. A new problem has been discovered which will require Boeing to rework around 50 planes that have not yet been delivered. It's not a great look for the company, especially with Emirates calling it the last chance for Boeing. And it's not just the individual companies that are facing challenges. McDonald's admitted that the situation in the Middle East is impacting its business. While the company beat earnings estimates in its fourth quarter results, it missed revenue expectations due to lackluster performance in international markets. On a more positive note, UBS surpassed earnings expectations and announced a share buyback of up to $1 billion. British oil giant BP also saw its shares rise by 6% after revealing plans to boost shareholder returns. And Nintendo had some good news too, as it increased its sales forecast for the flagship Switch console to 5 million units. So, yesterday we talked about some ways to make money with stocks, and today we'll continue with a few more options. One way is to get a loan against your shares. Some brokers have tie-ups with banks or NBFCs who can issue loans, but keep in mind that the interest rate is usually higher, so it may not be the smartest move. Getting a loan gives you access to money, but it's not the same as actually making money, and if you take a loan, you'll have to hypothecate your shares to the lender, meaning you'll have to give up your stocks if you can't make the payments. Another option is to lend your stocks. This happens through the exchange mechanism and is completely risk-free. When you lend your stocks, there are no capital gains implications because the shares are not sold. Stock lending is beneficial for two types of people: those who want to short shares but don't own them, and those who sold shares without delivery and need a way out to avoid auction losses. But the best way to make money through stocks is to buy and hold stocks. When you invest in stocks, you can enjoy benefits like dividends, if it's a dividend-paying stock, and capital gains. This method isn't completely risk-free, but it has the best long-term track record and is suitable for almost everyone. So there you have it, a few more ways to make money with stocks. Remember to weigh the pros and cons before making any decisions. So here's a quote of the day for you. The stock market is a device to transfer money from the impatient to the patient. Pretty interesting thought, right? Well, it was said by none other than Warren Buffett, the renowned investor and billionaire. Now let's break it down. The stock market is something many people have heard of. But what does Buffett mean by calling it a device? Well, he's suggesting that it's a mechanism, or a tool, if you will, that enables the exchange of money. And in this case, it's the exchange between two types of people: the impatient ones who jump in and out of the market quickly, hoping for quick gains, and the patient ones who stay invested for the long haul, waiting for their investments to grow steadily over time. What Buffett is really saying here is that those who are patient and willing to ride out the ups and downs of the market are the ones who ultimately come out on top. They're the ones who can reap the benefits over the long term. On the other hand, those who are too hasty and make impulsive decisions based on short-term trends are more likely to lose money. So if you're thinking about investing in the stock market, take Warren Buffett's advice to heart. Be patient, do your homework, and don't let those short-term fluctuations shake your confidence. After all, it's the patient ones who are in it for the long run and often end up being the successful ones.
In this episode, we discussed various investment opportunities and challenges, including resilient investors in the face of market shocks, cautiousness regarding supply shortages in the oil market, potential problems for big stocks like Tesla and Boeing, and valuable money-making tips in the stock market. All while Warren Buffett reminds us that patience pays off. Thanks for tuning in to the Morning Download, your go-to podcast for personal finance, economics, and market insights in just 8 minutes a day. Don't forget to subscribe for more helpful content and sign up for our free newsletter at morningdownload.com/subscribe.